Hey guys, Xoranath here. Have another how to gear and specialize video for you guys. Jump around a couple different units here. We did red and green dome. Let's do a Nat 5 today. So I thought we would do one of my favorite support units in the game, which is the green or tree specialist. I use this unit all the time. It's one of my favorite supports. If you guys are aiming for IVs, I know it's kind of hard to on Nat 5s, but if you can get as much HP as you can, I think a plus 10 HP green specialist would be ideal. Otherwise, aim for plus defense and minus attack where you can. You don't really want to build this unit on attack. In terms of stats to aim for, so again, guys, this is my personal recommendations for this. You know, you guys can run however you want. There's different ways to run these units as well, but I'm just going to let you guys know what what I recommend. For green specialist, I recommend focusing on the HP. So you can see here plus 35,000 on this one, nice and beefy boy. And if you can, the other stat I think you guys should focus on is resistance. I think those are the two most important stats. So, you know, as much HP as you can, get as much resistance as you can. If you can, you know, aim for at least 100 resistance, and then I'd say, try to aim for 30,000 HP if you can. I think that's a good benchmark to hit. Other stats, don't really worry about attack. Defense is helpful. I think a ideal one would be try and aim for like 1,000 would be pretty good. 955 here. This unit is better faster. I'd say if anything, that's one of the stats that mine could use some more of is speed. So if you want to throw more speed on there, please do so. I think this unit's good fast. Crit rate, you want crit rate to be as low as possible on this unit, especially because our S2 here doesn't do crits. So, and that's one of the main damage dealing abilities we have. So don't really want to run crit on this thing. Yeah, same for crit damage. We don't really care about crit damage. Accuracy is okay, but I think it's one that I wouldn't focus on. We do have S1 that can do paralysis. S2 can steal a buff. Those are the things that you're talking about with accuracy. Don't really think you need a lot. I would definitely say more than 0, but definitely not something you guys need to focus on here. And I am running triple HP, so I have HP, HP, and HP. I'll click through the other gears here real quick for you guys so you guys can see what I'm doing. You can, I think there's a couple options with that. HP, HP, HP is my recommendation. You can do speed, HP, HP. You could do, for this slot 6, I think a res rune would be okay in there. I do recommend the HP runes over the defense runes for this, particularly because there's for the S2 here, we're going to do damage equal to 20% of our max HP. So that actually can do a sizable amount of damage if you have a lot of HP. So definitely recommend HP over defense. Defense is good for just surviving here, but HP is actually going to help scale with some of your abilities there. In terms of specific gear sets, so I have a combination right now. 1, I have a will set or an immunity set. 2, I have a resistance set, and then 3, I have an HP set, which are the most important stats I told you guys to worry about. So that's, one of the main reasons there that I have those. This is another unit where I think you can mix and match a bunch of different 2 sets and just try to aim for some stats. Other options, so I think Swift would be really good on this. So if you guys want to try to run it on Swift, that's a good 4 set. 2 sets that I would recommend, so definitely Zeal. Zeal's a good one. Protect would be okay. Life is a really good one. You could run this on Immortal if you want, if you have some really, really tanky Immortal sets. I think a lot of people try to kill off a green specialist first in a team, so that's definitely a viable option. Mend is a good set. Bless would be a good set. Iron would be kind of a mid set. It's kind of okay. Like I said, we're more focused on HP, so it would help you survive if you have good stats on it. Probably not bad to run, but not high on my recommendation list. Reflect, probably okay. Faith could be decent on this. Guard, again, yeah, probably not. Endure, I think, is really good. Blur could be okay. Yeah, so as long as you guys are making it, you know, high HP, high res, fast if you can, I think you'll be in good shape. You know, kind of utilize the runes that you guys have to try to get better stats on this thing. Now let's go back and talk about the specialization. So we do have two options here. For this video, I recommend that you guys run full support for your specialization. In the first row, I recommend getting the base HP. Again, that's going to increase all of your HP scaling gears that you have, and if we're running triple HP, that's going to be a significant bonus. I think I went back and forth here just to see what the difference was. I think for mine, it was like plus 3,000 HP is what this translated to with the gear set that you were looking at. So, you know, it's definitely worth it, especially over, you know, 5 resistance. Resistance is very good on this, but I think the 3,000 HP beats 5 resistance, at least in my opinion. Yeah, you guys could, if you want to run more resistance, go ahead. For the next row, I recommend the medical. This is a really strong healer unit. Getting more healing is good. And following that tree down, right? So emergency, if they have half health, we're going to increase healing effect 3%. And then also it's going to increase based off of our max HP, which again, we're cranking out HP on this thing. So just trying to synergize with those HP scaling abilities. I also like shelter here. We are a shield applying unit, so increasing that shield absorption is really good. And then when you have shield, you're gonna receive less damage. So the support tree actually works really well with the specialist gear set because we have healing bonuses, we have shield bonuses, we have HP bonuses. These are all things the specialist loves. And then coming down here, I do recommend steadfast. So you're going to have at least 10% effect resistance no matter what. So if they're running 1,000 accuracy, you could still resist something 10% of the time. Definitely recommend that. And then for my final points, if I ever get this thing stacked up, I have 1 point currently into Vigilance, but I would stack this up to 5. So as long as there's other allies alive, you're going to receive less crit damage. So those are my recommendations. I'll quickly talk through some of the grayed out ones here. Just so you guys can know why I'm not running those. Well, revival skills, we don't revive, so that one's just clearly don't put points into spiritual. Iron Will, this is one, if you guys want extra effect resistance, I think this is usable on a specialist. If you guys are having trouble with your resistance, I think this is a good one. Debuff, you have speed increases. Speed is, you want more speed. But I think we're trying to avoid having debuffs altogether. So this is kind of like hedging our bets against what we're trying to do. So for that reason, I'm steering away from it. But the bonus for speed would be nice. We don't do healing over time, so we don't want any points in Serenity. Relaxed. So this is one, if you guys are running like a super fast specialist, you might want to consider this one, because if your S2 strips, and then that could increase your speed, so not too bad. We don't do any of that stuff, so this is not a good one for us. And then this last one down here, again, we don't do this one. So that's the reason I'm running the ones that I am. Yeah, and with that, guys, I hope that helps you understand how I approach gearing the green specialist. I hope that's helpful for you guys. If you like this video, give me a like, subscribe if you guys haven't. Let me know down in the comments if there's units you want to see. I still don't have all of the units, and I've not geared or specialized everything yet, so I'm still learning some of these as well. But as I have units that I think are worthwhile to share with you guys, I'll continue to post those. But thank you guys so much for all the support, and thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you in the next one.